Hi Stampin' friends. Tonight we're going to use the Autumn Leaves bundle, and we're also going to use the All About Autumn Designer Series paper. First thing I'm going to do is show you a few swaps that I had using this bundle. Okay, first, this is one I made. It's a bookbinder card, and it has some leaves stamped inside. You can see in just a couple of colors. And then I used the bottom of this paper that's on the outside on the inside to just kind of replicate that look. This has a lot of great sentiments in it, which are I'm thankful, and then it has little tiny for all you do today and every day, and to have you as a friend. And then autumn teaches us that change can be beautiful, and with a grateful heart. I have to apologize. I didn't realize that the sun had gotten like right in my way again. So there's like a lot of sunshine in our video tonight. So sorry about that. Okay, so these I made. Now I'm going to show you some that I swapped for at Backstage. I loved this look because it allows you to get more beautiful paper on your cards. This is a 6x6 batch of paper. But this one, I'm thinking you could get 2 and 2 and 2, so you can have like 4 from just one piece of paper. So, and I don't know what stamp set that's from, but it looks really pretty with this paper here. Okay, then the next one has the tile background, and then it has this leaf, and then it has this kind of an overview, like from a drone. It has that along the bottom, and it's a pretty simple card really, but it looks great. Then, let's see here, I've got these two. This one is punched with what I consider the back side. These are die cut with what I consider the back side, because they have the specialty, and then the pretty patterns are on the front. So, and then this one again, I'm thankful, it says. And then this one has with a grateful heart. And finally, this one, which I think is really cool, it has the opposite sides of the photographic paper, and then it has some pieces here that are just die cut, and then the center is stamped and die cut. And then with these gorgeous, let me find what they're called, speckled, I believe, adhesive backed speckled dots. So these look great here. You can see they've put some on there to add interest, and I think it looks really cute. Okay, then the next thing I kind of wanted to talk about was some of the possibilities with the paper, and then I'm going to do some stamping. So I think I missed a golden opportunity with my card that I made, because I did not use the books on the bookbinder card. So this is a bookbinder fold. It's very simple. It's just cut this way, and so it's 4 1/4 wide, but it's the full 11 inches long. Then it's scored here at 5 1/2, and then at 4 1/4, so that you have an inch wide piece of designer series paper here. And then you again cut a 4-inch square for the inside and a 4-inch square for the outside. So when you do that, I think it looks really cute to use this bookbinder, this book paper with a bookbinder card. So I think this would be adorable to add some of your little thankful sentiments. And you could even put some leaves, because it's not necessarily doesn't make sense to add it. And then there's so much pretty gold embossing on the books themselves that you could add gold ribbon, or you could add the ribbon that comes with it, which is this very wide but very pretty brown ribbon. And then also with this same suite that has these are in a group together, and this pumpkin pie metallic ribbon is just gorgeous. So I think it could look really cute on here and really have contrast. And then you would just kind of fasten this down. You can put ribbon on it like I did, or you can just leave it as is, or put some twine. And then you'll have your open up inside, and you'll have your sentiment or your what you're going to say to someone inside here. But I just think that is super sweet. Since it has books, it's a little different that it has books. Now, just one second, I'm going to go over really quickly these papers. So we have the pumpkins on the back side. Yeah, this is all part of this pumpkin paper, Heather. It is new. It's in the new mini catalog. I hope you have one. If you don't, just message me. So the back side of this is this really pretty peacock. I didn't even mean to say that. But it's embossed. It has the gold, well, it's not gold, it's copper on it. And then this is some leaves that look like my house, where they're just mostly brown. And the back side is the, you know, the new in colors. This is the Moody Mauve with the copper on it. Then this piece is just kind of a plain plank work. And then on the back side is more Moody Mauve with copper. And then this is the one I took that one from with the books. You can see the peacock colored books here. I've got them upside down for you. Sorry about that. And then there's cherry cobbler books, red books, you know, all different colors. And the back side is the copper clay with some copper on it. Then this is like a sweater pattern, kind of a knit. And the back side is another pretty peacock, more of a stripe. And then this is a close-up of books, like really close up. So I thought that looked pretty cute. The back side is white. Now, I've used very vanilla with this paper, but white would be obviously gorgeous too, because this is actual basic white with, again, the copper leaf metallic on it. Then this one's like a leather tufted sofa. And this back side is really pretty because it's like a tile work. And it has copper, probably mellow moss, and then the pretty peacock with it. Then this is like a Night of Navy turquoise, Night of Navy corduroy. Gosh, I can't even talk. And so it's like in a little stripe. And the back side is another tile with the copper clay and the pretty peacock. And this is the aerial view that I was talking about earlier. The back side is either a mellow moss or I think you could use it with a couple of our greens, but to me it's probably the mellow moss with copper, and they're kind of in a leaf pattern. And then this one where the sunshine is going through the trees that have almost lost all their leaves, and another white background. Then this one where it's like a little clearing and a road or path. The back side is squares with the copper clay. And then this pretty leaf print, let's see, I'm not sure I have it, you know, it just kind of depends. You can probably do it either way. And the back side is, again, another mellow moss, or I don't know, this one kind of has a little more olive look to it, but it is, it has the copper embossing. Now I had done one where I cut out like this and put a little bit of this paper inside here, and that can look really cute as well. Just have it edged in the scallops. I've done that with my pumpkins with that particular one. Okay, so now I wanted to kind of talk about some that would be cute together using just a piece, kind of following what the card that I looked at that I really liked with it. I think that this looks really nice with the Daffodil Delight, and it really brings out the bottom of this paper. So then I wouldn't want to necessarily cover up the bottom. I would want to keep my circle here to the middle, perhaps, and then add my leaves around it. So maybe put my leaves like this. And you're going to see these leaves numerous times because I'm going to be kind of showing you what I would do, sort of a thing. Now, you can see here that this would also look great on the pumpkin pie, but I kind of thought this was a cute one. And I want to get these guys. I cut these leaves in both my crushed curry, which is the darker one, and in my Daffodil Delight. And then I thought I had another, yeah, I guess another one of these. So you can just kind of make this into a little clump. You can spread them around it, or you can just kind of layer them kind of on the top like this and make little vignettes of leaves around your sentiment. Now I'm going to try to stamp on it. We'll see how that works. You'll notice this texture, this dot texture that is on here. It just kind of gives a little bit, oh, I'm not sure I've got it where you can see it. Okay, well, you'll probably be able to see it on the back because they're poked through. There we go. So that's the back side. This is the top side where it's just been like punched through. I'm glad you guys like these papers. I think they're really pretty too. Okay, so what I'm hoping for here is to use this Thanks So Much, and because I like how small it is. This is actually from our pumpkin set that's called Pick of the Patch, this one, the little Thanks So Much. And so I thought it would be cute to put this one on there just to give us, these are very formal, I guess they're not necessarily formal sayings, but the font is very formal. So I thought I would show this just to kind of give you a different possibility. Oh, and I think I got a little bit of ink on it. Sorry about that. So we'll just have a little redo later. For this one, I feel like that the pecan pie might look better, but I'm gonna try the copper clay just because I want it to have a little bit of orange in it. So wish me luck. See how this works out. My plan here is to put the Thanks So Much kind of over and to the side of those lines that are on there. Okay. So there you can see where I stamped that. Then I would put this here, and then, you know, another option is to also put these metallic ones on there. But to me, that may look better with just a smaller amount of paper. So let me try to show you what I'm talking about here with this one. I would put some leaves like this and some leaves like this, and then tie a little ribbon bow, shrunk down a little bit. Okay, I'm just going to cut this off. Trim right there. Whoops. Oh, I really messed that up. Okay. So then just to kind of put your little bow over here, and you'll want to work on that and kind of fluff it up, kind of a thing, after you stick it down. And then you've said thanks so much. Then I think putting the little tiny For All You Do, I'm not sure I can get it where you can see it, in the middle of these lines looks really nice. So just kind of something to consider there. And then I would put some of these speckled dots. I would probably use the copper clay ones, just my opinion. But you could use any of the colors. They would probably look great and bring out that color in the paper. So there is that one. And let's see here, I have lost a couple of, interesting. Not sure how I did that. I had several of these cut out. I had 3 different ones. I had one that was this color, and then I had a couple others, but okay, they're not here. I don't know. Oh, here they are. Perfect. Yay. Okay, so this one I was thinking with our cherry cobbler. It would also look great because what I did this with was cherry cobbler in the middle, and I put the Blackberry Bliss on the edge. So then I just added different amounts of, I started with Daffodil Delight on this yellow, put olive around the edges on this one, and then this one I kind of put a little bit of orange in it, just kind of do that. And then this one I used a little bit of yellow in the middle. So as another way, you know, last time I think I showed you Baby Wipe ink pad. So this is kind of using our, you remember these guys, our little sponge daubers, to virtually do somewhat of the same thing and create color within our stamping on these. Now, with this one, I would probably put the With a Grateful Heart, just something cute like that to put with it. And then you could add either these, the ones that we've cut out previously, or you could put these big ones on there. Might want to have a piece of, I should have done that myself, probably a piece of a cutout of a larger orange piece under it. I was kind of imagining doing this, and that does look cute, just a little bit of the metallic, but anyway, it's kind of just a lot of decision making there of what you think is going to look the best. So now I wanted to get this card front, kind of work from here. Use my pumpkin pie. I'm going to do it first because it's the biggest. Make sure I got it inked up fairly well. I'm just going to do the edge here. That. I'm going to get this all over my papers. This one I'm going to put almost all on the page. And then just a little bit down here, I think. Like that. So there you can see that's how I did the pumpkin pie one. And now I'm going to get my crushed curry. And I'm going to use these guys. And I haven't cleaned it, so it may have some other colors in it. I'm just going to put them off the side here. I think these kind of look like elm leaves. I'll put this one maybe right in the, kind of right in the middle. I think I'll still have room for one right there. Oh, I didn't quite get that in perfectly, but that's all right. I'm going to catch that edge right there just to add a little more. Then I'm going to get my cherry cobbler. One right there. And one going off over here. Let's try to get it going the other direction. I want to use one more because I am addicted to using 3 of things. I think I'm going to put it right there. Okay, so you could add more probably and make it look a little better, but that's enough, I think. So the next thing I'm going to do, because I put these all on the back of my block that I used for this, I'm going to go ahead and clean these. So I'm going to definitely have to clean this tonight because I'm going to have a mess. Oops, I can see that I didn't quite get it all. Hopefully I got most of that. And I can see I got that right there. I definitely want to get off. Some on my fingers. Goodness, messy tonight. Now, sometimes I think I'm messier than others. That cleaned. And I'm just going to flip this over and just kind of do like that. Try to see if I've got, because I'm getting it all over the place. So hopefully I got some of it off my hands, or some of it dried some of it onto that. And then now I'm going to use my pumpkin pie. And this is going to be interesting whether I can actually get this done. And I'm going to put these on the, oops, I just stuck my finger in that again. Of course, not like I can hurt this paper, huh? Okay, using my pumpkin pie, I want to put this right in the middle. And if I can't see, I'll just go ahead and tear these off. My pumpkin pie right over that. There we go. Makes our little stems kind of dark on there. Let's get that one where I want it. Hope I don't rock this. There we go. Then I've got a stem on that one. Just gonna set that aside. I'm gonna grab my maple leaf. I think this one looks like, now this is gonna go over. It's not gonna be like, I don't know how to explain this. It's not gonna be like you would necessarily want it, but I wanted to be like it was really natural. So we'll pretend that we like it like this, even if we don't. How about that? Okay, so I'm putting that there. So you can see I've kind of got a little overlap there, but I'm not worried. And I'm just gonna put that on these guys, like this. And then this one, just gonna put a little bit there. And then I'm gonna put more here. And then, oh, I need to do this one again, don't I? Glad I haven't cleaned that yet. I'm gonna grab this back and put this here. Put it like that on that side. And then this one, I guess that's right like that. So then I'm gonna have an end piece right there. Okay, so there you can see how that turned out. I think it's very striking. We're not really used to stamping these veins in our leaves quite this strongly, but it's kind of fun and different. So I enjoyed using them. And then I think with this one, it also looks gorgeous to use these extra leaves here. Just kind of put them wherever, or it probably wouldn't hurt to cover this one up since we have plenty of it. And then the autumn teaches us change can be beautiful. And then you could add a couple of this type. I probably actually wouldn't. I probably would go ahead and do some of these and cut them out, or even add some of these guys. So that's what I kind of wanted to show with this one, was just using a plain background. Shouldn't take too long. I'm almost done, guys. Be patient. Almost done. Using the autumn, and then you would just put a little bit of ribbon. I think this one actually looks great for any kind of a natural thing. I do like this ribbon really well. It's kind of got a lot of things going on. But then doing this and then adding these brightly embossed pieces, I think makes it more striking. And then like this one we did with the peacock, and that really, you know, I know we don't have leaves that color, but it really makes a nice contrast and a really rich look. This would also look really nice on the paper with the books on it, I think. So there is that one. So that's one option. I might emboss this with our tile embossing folder as well. And then we had this one where we did a lot of stamping on this one and just made a little vignette kind of right in the middle on that one. And then we had this one where we stamped, and then we went back and embossed with the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and the tile embossing folder. And then we had this one where we used the paper, and we used these great little lines that make an addition to what you've done, and then some die cut leaves. And then my original one, where I was just kind of showing you the books. So you know I'll have to finish this one, but I think it's perfect for the bookbinder card. And then I had this one where these each have a thing where you can cut out the leaves. So with this one, I cut it out with the gold foil, and then this is the copper distressed paper underneath it. So I think that kind of, it almost covers up too much of the pretty background, but I think it blends nicely with all of the other gold that I have going on in it. And then the inside is stamped. And I hope that you will find something fun to do with it if you buy it. Y'all have a great Labor Day weekend.